Hi guys, time to see what I've done and tested. So we've got our basic ArchLinux install with the Arch installer from ArchLinux, and I told him to go get me XFCE. So that's that. As shown on the website, let's start there. If you're on Arch, if you're on Alci, and so on, anything Arch, but we stick to 7 of them at this point in time, you need to be, if you're not on ArcoLinux, get the keys, right? Get the keys, the mirrors, and here it is. Do you want to install the ArcoLinux tweak tool on ArcoLinux, EndeavourOS, Garuda, Alci, Carli, Ariser? First install the ArcoLinux Spices application, and then you can just say sudo pacman -s ArcoLinux tweak tool. So follow this tutorial, click on the button, then you type in go get me ArcoLinux tweak tool. That's done, and I've been playing around with the application. Maybe we should start here. What do we get from the Arch installer? Lightdm. Okay, so by default it's Lightdm. So bye for now. I will, as a rule, make more descriptive messages in the terminal. So as a developer, right, I'm running this here. As a normal user, you probably would launch it here. All right, so the two things I've been working on is the Lightdm and the SDDM. So by default, it's not installed in this machine, ArcoLinux, with Lightdm and XFCE. So I added some numbers here. By the way, I added also this. If the ArcoLinux repos are not present, you need to add them, right? Because we can always say in here, don't use these guys, but if you don't use the guys, right, you can't install some of the packages. You can install Mate, for example, because it just says Mate extra. But Awesome needs our ArcoLinux configuration. All the tiling window managers at Dusk, DWM, QTAL, all of them need our configuration. Otherwise, nothing on the screen. Well, a nice black color. That's it. So, Lightdm it is. Sidetrack there. Let's first go over to Lightdm and then go over to SDDM. So if we're on Lightdm by default, you can only do this. I would like to auto login into something. So if we click this, we added the group auto login or check that it exists, because normally on several things like EOS and Arch, it does not exist. So we need to make sure that you can auto login, right? That the group exists. So that's done. And that's the obsession. There's just the one for now. Apply settings, settings saved successfully, and basically we can log out and see if it works. Well, actually restart auto login into XFCE. That's all we've done with Lightdm. And that's what you have to do, right? Test, keep testing, and hope you tested everything. I should be immediately inside XFCE, right? So that works. The other thing, well, you saw the login. The other thing is the slick greeter. EndeavourOS uses it, Garuda uses it, and well, you can use it as well if you like. It's just a click away. And we've been, look at here the descriptions come, and we installed this, we installed that, we enabled that. Some text here. I do see that this is there. I don't know why he says that, because basically it's this that he should say, right? So I'll have to revisit the code there. What if we click here? What does he say? As long as it works, right? As long as it works. Logout, let's just maybe move it a little bit down. Now logout is, well, good. This is the standard, right? And now we go to the slick reader to restart. All right. Go for it. Of course, we auto login. That's our choice, right? So that works as well. Test, test, test. So Lightdm, forget about it, apply settings. And this is what I mean. I hope I've tested everything, right? Every situation is covered. If not, come to the Discord server. There is a channel for it. There it is. So this is the slick greeter. It's to the side, and you can add wallpapers. There are 0 wallpapers on here. This is the basic arch. Voila. So that works as well. If you want to go back, we say, oh no, this slick greeter is not my thing. Then you're gonna reset everything, right? Default settings applied. Should make some more messages there. Basically, reboot. So we're back to Lightdm. As you see, it's in the middle. The standard Lightdm. If you use account service, you'll get the wallpaper if there are wallpapers. And there's this XFC thing, so that will kick in. Now, next thing, I think Lightdm is covered. So if you want to stick to Lightdm, fine. So there's some options here for you. Maybe you should add another desktop, so install, and you see what is being done here. Awesome is installed in no time. Remember, the repos have to be there. Otherwise, things like ArcoLinux Awesome Git will not be installed, right? And that's the core, the essence of Awesome. That's our configuration. So if we restart it, just wanted to show you that Lightdm can now give you the option to actually boot with this, well, not boot login with Awesome, just applying it and reboot, and Awesome will be used to auto login. Maybe we should just do it, Eric. It doesn't take that long. So you see that Awesome is working. There you are. On any tiling window manager, there are 3-4 things, let's count them, that I do. One is super enter. I have a terminal. 2, super shift enter. I have a file manager. Then super shift D. I have the D menu. That's 3. And 4, super X. I can log out. That's all I check, right? The rest is up to you, wallpapers and stuff and applications and icons and themes. It's not there. It's there on ArcoLinux. It's not gonna be there on ArcoLinux, Alci, EndeavourOS, Garuda and all the others, right? It's really the vision of ArcoLinux, start from scratch and build it up. Minimal as possible, but it needs to work. Otherwise, the key bindings, that's another thing. 5 things, right? Key bindings need to work. And that's out, right? Then I'm saying bye. So let's go to SDDM now. ATT is an alias on ArcoLinux. Not here. Voila. So covered, right? The Lightdm. And now we go to SDDM. No etc sddm.conf. Let's have a look. There is nothing found in here that could tell him there is no folder and there is no file that could point that SDDM is installed. And sure enough, if we go to here, Control T, sudo pacman remove me SDDM is just not possible. It's not there. I can't remove it. It's not yet installed. So install SDDM and enable it. We added the group AutoLogin or checked that it existed. Okay, we installed ADM, fine. We have the standard default theme that we need, dependencies, right, and the Bibata cursor theme. That's the default in ArcoLinux. So they have to be there because he needs to understand what's going on. Let me think. I see I've put numbers in here, but it's always a good thing to check your documents again. And that's why I make videos like these. Voila. So there is no SDDM at this point in time. It's just the basic sudo pacman -s go get me SDDM. But as you see, let's try it out. Let's reboot. I think it's all about learning, right? I think we should do this. Yeah, we should do this. Since there is no sddm.conf either ready in here somewhere, settings anywhere, we need to do this. Yeah, right, yeah, okay, got it. Yeah, because otherwise we will have, oops, let me just get rid of all the blah blah here. Voila. So SDDM, what happens with the clicking of the button? Boop boop boop, etc. Apply. The SDDM conf is now applied, it says. But should I do an F5 or something? SDDM. Ah, here he is. So we have a file, Sublime Text, which points to something, right? The theme. We want to be greeted with a beautiful theme, not the standard blue thing from SDDM. So it's already there. That's we're going to use this one. So that's a good thing. And we would like to have the other guy as well. And that's here. Yeah, okay. Everything is there. Bibata modern ice. So we have a nice cursor. F if we log out, log in, boot, reboot. We got everything we need. We had a beautiful SDDM login and a cursor. All right. Time to restart. If you want, you can restart it. And then maybe make another decision here. So auto login and then desktop session. Let's auto login in XFC this time. And then ArcoLinux simplicity. That's by default. Bibata modern ice. That's by default. And then you can say, after all, choosing all that, say, all right, let's apply it. And now it's good time to reboot. So Lightdm should be gone. We just enabled SDDM, sudo systemctl enable. And we don't see anything, but it is XFC, right? Super X. Oh, doesn't exist. Log out. And we have SDDM. We can log into Awesome again. And off we go. ArchLinux tweak-tool. Let's get rid of the auto login. So we see actually our choice. Now this is for us not enough. ArcoLinux guys, install the missing ArcoLinux SDDM themes, please. There are beautiful ones out there. Okay, let's restart the ATT because we want to fetch the new list. And the new lists, one of the guys I always love is this one, but there are some other guys, right? Preference, quite personal. So auto login noob, apply settings yes, and then super X. Let's reboot and see what we greeted with. Voila. Welcome to ArcoLinux. some things we can't click. Ah, that was reboot. That worked. That worked, and the other things did not do anything. So I don't change any of these things, right? It's just shut down and reboot, and that's it. And here we choose. Right? In my eyes, a beautiful theme, but there's also the dark one, which is also nice. So, choices. So many of them, right? Yay is probably not installed, but we have the repos. Why not get Paru? Doesn't matter what you use. Look at them, all those choices. If there isn't, this is important, right? We have 6 applications to be able to install something from the AUR, Arch User Repository. Because they're all packages, they're all people, and some of them update and some of them don't. They get sick, right? It gets orphaned. There's so many things that can happen to that package build, but we have possibilities. You choose something, you install it, and now what I wanted to go to, just for fun, is yay, SDDM themes, right? There's so many themes. Oops, is that it? AUR, just these guys. And I guess we need to do another search. I would do this. Themes, ArcoLinux, yes. SDM, maybe SDM theme. There are more. So you have to adapt my search, SDDM-theme. And then we see something more. Okay, 22 of them, right? So there's so many choices. Did we do everything? That's always the question, right? Did I try to break the thing, basically? Because you have to think about everything. Like removing the ArcoLinux SDDM themes. They're now gone. And you will say, hey, Eric, they're still in there, right? Restart it. And let it go to the folder. And have a look again. So, all right, it's gone. But if you want to get it back, and so you should, let's see if it's going to break things. Because simplicity is now gone. No, we're in the clear. Which means if we don't have logout and logout, yeah, okay. So we have the default. If there is nothing available from us, from simplicity, it's back to this one. So we don't like that. Would be great if they made the default themes, guys, if you make it better, because SDDM is great, but why not change the default theme to be awesome? So the material dark is a nice one. Apply, we should do this, remove that, keep the default ArcoLinux, so that's simplicity. Apply SDDM com from ArcoLinux, refresh the list, apply the settings, enable SDDM. We could go back to Lightdm as well. Yeah, let's try that. Log out. So guys, beta testers, right? This is the dev version, ArcoLinux dev, tweak tool dev, and yeah, we're testing. If you want to test with us, be my guest. So that was the dark one. Yep, so this happens if you don't log out nicely, if you don't close it nicely. There can be only one ArcoLinux tweak tool available, hence the lock, like pacman lock. So enable SDDM, nope. Go back to Lightdm because we love Lightdm. Enable Lightdm. Okay, Lightdm enabled, reboot. We log out, no, we restart. Display manager or login managers need to really be loaded up from the start. Nothing there. Log out. And there you got Lightdm. So Lightdm has been set to auto login. Let's have a look if that's true. Lightdm has been set to auto login. No, don't do that. Apply settings. And we have to really test it. Switch around. See if we can break it in some way. So back on Lightdm, choices are up here. A bit different. They're all different. I think we've tested everything, but just for fun, let's go to, I don't know, Lightdm, install. You know more information now. If something fails, you can investigate, say, okay, that package, that's not going to work because pacman, right? Pacman rules say if this conflicts, then nothing happens. So we've got another one, and I really have done everything, I think. Yeah, remember, if you install the desktop, restart ATT. It's gonna reread the user share X sessions and have a look what's in there. Oops, and it's gonna give you a drop down. Left WM this time. Apply settings. Okay, one of the last things, and then to SDDM, and then we're done. Remember to reboot. Depending on what you do, you completely reboot or log out. Voila. So again, I repeat 5 steps now. So the key bindings, let's talk about that. That's the beginning, right? If there are no key bindings, there is no super enter. We need a terminal, super shift enter. We need a file manager, super shift D. We need a menu, and super X. We need to log out something, quit something, suspend something, right? So voila. This is Lightdm. We are trying to really, we've done the slick reader, that works. Let's jump straight to resetting. It can be done as well. What happens then? Restart ATT. It's gonna be off and nothing is mentioned, meaning you don't auto login, and voila, you're just greeted with Lightdm by default. If you go to SDDM, you can apply the SDDM conf from ArcoLinux if you have messed something up, basically. If you said, I've tried to change this and that in the SDDM.conf, and then said, right, bam, it's back. And what does that mean? Restart, let's have a look. If it's new, right, it needs to really read everything, and there is no auto login, there is no desktop session, there is the ArcoLinux simplicity, the cursor, and that's it basically, right? Refresh the list if you installed something. That's basically the same as restart ATT, and apply. So what if we want to auto login into our left WM with ArcoLinux? Let's take another one. Well, futuristic, I have no idea how it looked. So good. Apply settings, and then super X. No, not working. XFC, and then log out, and then restart. So since we do an auto login, I need to log out again to have a look at the theme. Testing all kind of things. 24 minutes to test. So what did we do? I think we did SDDM, right? What's Lightdm doing here? So let's have a look again. Let's see. Did we enable it? Detail. I guess not, right? That's an interesting thing. If we click here, we should also enable it. Right? Right. So that's a reminder for me. Log out and then restart. Yeah, switching around things. You have to think of everything, every possible thing. That's working. And super X, log out. What did it look like? Ah, it was a car, right? That was the car. Back to the future. And we're back in. So key bindings, step 1, super enter, super shift enter, super shift D, and super X. So basically your thumb work. All right, I'm out. So if you wanna try out and help out, then you can install the ArchLinux tweak-tool-dev version. But you know, this will break things, will break, right? It's just a tool, and maybe better do it in VirtualBox, so nothing goes wrong. Look at me playing around with a clone of ArchLinux, right? It's simple, it's easy, it's no harm done. All right, enjoy the testing. Cheers.